It's been a long time since I've talked about Discord on my channel. Last time I truly talked about his character was in my Discord's Reformation video, which ended with me saying this. I can't imagine what they're gonna do with Discord in Season 9, or even Generation 5. All I can say to the writers of the show is, keep doing things that blow my socks off with Discord. With Season 9 being the true finale of MLP Generation 4, I've been wanting to talk about Zcord in this season for a while, to see if the writers wrapped up his character arc in a satisfying way. And to truly determine this, a viewer of mine, who also does his own content, will join me in this discussion.
What's the late Pyramid Man? How you doing, y'all? Zcord here.
For the structure of our video, we will be going over every episode involving Zcord in Season 9, and each giving our own thoughts. Then, we will wrap up the video with our conclusion and overall thoughts on his character as a whole.
Also, just a side note, while this isn't really a Season 9 episode, I mean, it does happen after Season 8, and after Matter of Principles, so I'll discuss Zcord and Best Gift Ever for a little bit. So here's the thing, right? Even though Zcord's character is supposed to be a jerk, I feel like he was I feel like he was way too much of a jerk in Matter of Principles, and that it went against his previous character development. I mean, like, in that episode, you know, they were riding for Season 4 premiere Zcord, or Adriza Crowd Zcord. Not the Zcord who, you know, after getting betrayed by Tyrek has been learning since then. Rainbow kind of warmed up to him in Best Gift Ever, and it shows the character development of others around them. And it's really nice to see, because you know how they usually are with Zcord. You know, they're very annoyed and untrusting of him. And to be fair, as much as I like his character, he is a troublemaker. That's kind of part of his character. It shows the development of others, as he states that Zcord, that's Zcord for you, and the others understand how his mind works, of his ways of helping, but truly caring in his own way.
In particular, there's a lot about this episode that affects Zcord positively. Not only is it the first episode to involve Zcord and Rainbow Dash together, but it was the first to show Zcord's chaotic doings having a true positive impact on the characters. That being Zcord helping Fluttershy gain confidence in herself, and teaching Rainbow Dash about getting to know your friends better. If you ask me, this was the perfect direction they took in developing Zcord's character. Back in Season 4, in both Princess Twilight Sparkle and Three's a Crowd, these episodes showcased how Zcord's chaotic intentions can actually have a benefit to them. In particular, Three's a Crowd demonstrated that while Zcord acts like he was trying to teach Twilight a friendship lesson instead of ruining her day, when he learns that her day with Cadance wasn't actually ruined, you can tell he obviously intended on ruining her day with his antics. The episode's moral demonstrates how even if things don't go as planned, it isn't always a bad thing, because it can create something just as memorable. It can create something more surprising by making an average day actually interesting. Each individual story in Best Gift Ever revolves around this idea. Everyone's planned gift for each other ends up going wrong, so they end up getting either something else or nothing. And despite everyone not getting what they originally intended, the conclusion still ends on a high note because they got something even greater than what they expected. How this relates to Zcord was handled perfectly. Instead of using his chaotic powers to ruin others, he's instead using them to benefit others. His actual intention wasn't to make Rainbow feel bad about herself, or trick her into making herself seem like a horrible friend. The reason he tricked her was to teach her to get to know her friends better and what they're capable of. Zcord showed to Rainbow that Fluttershy is good with even the most dangerous animals, as shown in previous episodes. Now, one could find Zcord's actions in creating conflicts to be dangerous, since they could potentially backfire, but it's understood as to why Zcord does his actions. While creating conflicts isn't something you should always do to improve someone, it can often be more effective at it than simple words, mainly against people who are very stubborn listeners. Rainbow Dash especially is stubborn, as shown in episodes like Mysterious Mare Duel and 28 Pranks Later. which both involve Rainbow learning a lesson through conflict and planning from her friends, than simply being told. Not to mention, even if things had turned badly, Discord could stop any major conflict with ease since he's so powerful. So I don't blame Discord for trying to use this method. What matters is how carefully you use it. In particular, this will become a major theme with Discord in Season 9.
Basically, when it comes to episode 1 of season 9, Discord acts like his usual goofy troll self. But there are signs that throughout the episode that Discord is basically being a Sunray. No, not that Sunray, like the dragon who may or may not like Spike. No, not a romantic Sunray unless you're a Twilight Cord shipper or something. Sunrays can be friendly and platonic too, guys. And he's hiding his true feelings while subtly hinting at something deeper. Discord states this is also predictable when Twilight starts freaking out. And the fact that Celestia told him that she still wasn't ready yet, honestly, it could be seen as one of the reasons he continued with his plan, given his reaction to it. It's like, wait, what? She still isn't ready? Like, she just defeated Sombra, she's confident now? Well, okay, then I might as well go ahead and continue. It's a possible interpretation. And he also specifically states, fine, go with the obvious choice. So it's showing that he truly thought his friend Twilight was ready to be a ruler. He sees it as she needs something big. She needs something else to make her more confident, because he states how basically to the others that no matter what, it seems like Twilight always freaks out. No matter how much you tell her to be confident, she still always freaks out. We'll get into that later. Discord shows big change from how he would usually act for leadership positions. Chaos doesn't really like order generally, so it makes sense. Like when he won leadership positions like a matter of principles, he was highly upset about it and took out his anger. In the season 9 premiere, he's nothing but supportive, but he does it in a pretending not to care really way. Like from a meta sense, obviously Discord isn't evolved because, he's too OP, but in the story, the season 9 premiere basically was telling us it's because he wants the others to believe they can do it on their own. He truly wants them to be confident in themselves. His plan to make the others believe in friendship inside them was to make Twilight believe she could be a credible leader. It dates back to how Discord stated that nothing was more important than friendship, and proves Spike's point that Discord was capping about not believing in the warm, gooey feelings.
My initial reaction of part 1 of the premiere was somewhat confused. I always like seeing Discord in an episode, but at the same time, I wanted Discord to serve a greater purpose. Discord kinda just shows up at the start and is mostly making jokes and such, with very little else to add. Don't get me wrong, Discord is very funny, but I felt like he should have had a greater purpose than just being the comedic relief, essentially replacing Pinkie Pie's role. However, the second part of the premiere proved me wrong, and after that, everything made sense. Essentially, in part 1, Discord was subtly saying to Twilight that he wanted to see her accomplish doing things on her own by pointing out her flaws. It repeats Discord's actions in creating conflict by choosing not to help the main six and instead tricking them to find the confidence within themselves. I especially liked how this goes back to the time in season 4 where Discord would subtly help Twilight with her role as a princess. Discord would often bring up her status as a princess and make sarcastic remarks to get under her skin, yet it often would work in her favor.
I'm sure you'll all be the best of pals again when they return from their terrifying yet deeply bonding experience that they're having without you.
I never should have agreed to come back here. Come on, Twilight. Discord may be reformed, but he's not that reformed. He's just trying to get under your skin. Well, it's working.
In the beginning of the end, Discord does a similar thing by calling out common excuses for Twilight and the main six for not having the ability to do things on their own. However, when he sees that they still need help from him, he fakes being hurt from Sombra and gives a speech to the main six in believing in themselves in order to make them realize that they can do things on their own, which ends up working. I found this moment to be extremely clever, as it showed that Discord doesn't just need to annoy Twilight and the main six to get the message across. Instead, He faked being hurt to inspire them. Inspiration is a powerful tool, and this was probably his best speech to the main six, next to the one in Twilight's Kingdom. Aside from best gift ever, this episode showcased Discord's new role perfectly. Someone who used to pretend to be helpful is now actually being helpful. Overall, the way Discord was handled in this episode was brilliant.
Discord makes his return in Summer Sun's setback. That sounds possibly chaotic. He does seem to enjoy watching Twilight freak out. It's possible that Discord was either having a jerk facade on some level, like Spike suggests, and with what was shown when Starlight made him vice headmaster and matter of principles, he was happy about it, but he pretended not to be. Or, if you really want to go in a potentially kind of negative light, and go by Discord's often "it's all about me" attitude, he probably wanted to be responsible for building up his friend Twilight's confidence himself, and didn't want anyone else to be responsible for it. Pick whichever one you want to explain why he still wanted her to freak out despite trying to build up her confidence. Whichever one you pick can be seen as valid, and I see both ways as one to help his friend either way. By his very nature, Discord enjoys chaos. He did enjoy the chaos going on in the episode, but he does try not to make her freak out, and promises not to be Discordy. But he once again asks us to be involved, and does show that he wants to help, since it is the last summer celebration, and since he knew Celestia and Luna for so long, he wants to help them, even doing so briefly with a cloud.
At first, Discord's role in this episode kinda felt out of character. In fact, this is the only episode featuring Discord where I recorded my reaction, and by the end, I was somewhat confused.
Why did Discord want Twilight to freak out? Well, I think about it, it's kind of an inconsistency. Previously, there was a bit of an inconsistency with Discord, a bit. Maybe I have to rewatch the episode and maybe it was more consistent with his character.
What I mainly found inconsistent about Discord in this episode was how he expected Twilight to fail and never used his trickster actions to provoke her into becoming better, with examples being blocking the door to hide the disaster outside so Twilight wouldn't freak out, and getting ready for her freak out at one point. The thing is, whenever Discord notices a weakness within Twilight, he usually exposes it by subtly trying to provoke her into improving it. However, instead, not only does he want to hide the problem away from her, but he also does nothing subtle to fix her problem. But then I realized that by the end of the beginning of the end, Twilight stated that she still wasn't ready to take on ruling, which made Discord upset since it seemed like his effort in improving her was wasted. So in the Summer Sun setback, Discord wanted to make sure that Twilight still had this problem, which makes this scene make more sense.
You know, it really does seem like you just might be ready for whatever comes next, Your Majesty.
The theme of the episode was that Twilight's friends didn't believe in her ability to change and grow from her flaws, but by the end, Twilight proves them wrong. The reason Discord never did any trickster actions was because he wasn't sure if Twilight truly had a flaw to provoke. Can't fix a problem if you're not sure there is one. Aside from that realization, there's not a whole lot to say about Discord in this episode, but I did like how Discord's final moment in the episode foreshadowed his plan in the finale, with how it fades from Discord to Grogar. I also liked how Discord is involved in episodes that have chaotic high-stakes situations, which is a pattern I'm starting to notice with every episode he's in. They usually aren't very mundane. Discord in this episode was overall pretty good. In particular, I like how the episode repeats the theme of a chaotic situation or a major conflict not necessarily always being a bad thing, as despite all the changes and things not going to plan for Big Mac's wedding, everything ends on a high note because the characters all got something more than what they originally had planned. Coupled with that, I also like how Discord decides to help out, but more in his own chaotic way. Discord doesn't like doing things the traditional way, as shown in the episode Discord and Harmony. And while Discord did kinda ruin things, it wasn't his intention to ruin the wedding, as he just wanted to do the plan in his own way. And he does fix his wrongs to get it right in the end.
Discord and Big Mac Question is shown to have learned the value of romantic love. I'm so proud of my Draconicus boy. It grew up so fast. Or at least value the love one's have for others. Although on some level he can be already seen as understanding love, as friendship could be seen as a form of love. Like as we see from his sheer glee when he finds out that Big Mac is proposing, compared to his initial disgust and Big Mac breakup, it really does show some solid character development. He spends the episode trying to help Big Mac propose to Sugar Belle and doesn't mess things up on purpose. Although humorously, he does try to draw off the blame and says things like, "You expect this of me." Which, I mean, he is a spirit of chaos, he is a god of chaos. I mean, he wouldn't technically really complete his job description, so I guess in a way, I mean, he's not getting really paid for the job, but I guess in a way, if he wasn't chaotic, kind of, wouldn't be a spirit of chaos. But his mannerisms are also pretty affirmably with others, like how he yells, "Mrs. Cake!" Rate my Discord voice acting in the comment section down below. And they thought that they were just saying each other's names. He also does try to go out his way to get things right at the end. And the singing apples can be seen as basically his wedding gift.